What's good, people? How are we doing? Welcome back to CubCamTV. We are going live on a Monday morning. It's just gone 3 p.m. here in the UK. I hope everyone is doing well. I hope your Christmas season isn't being too disrupted by, obviously, the kind of massive increase in COVID-related bits that seemingly are going on around the world right now. I hope everyone is doing okay, and I hope your Mondays are going well as well. We're going to be doing something a little bit different today, and we're going to jump into it in just a few seconds' time. Very excited to get into this. I'm just going to share it across all my socials as well, but we are going to be looking at this brand new drop from Wizkid. As it's like a full 10-minute short film, I thought, you know what, this would be a better thing to do in kind of a live context, so we can kind of sit here and enjoy it ourselves with each other, which is something I really like to do on this channel. Obviously, we weren't able to live stream on Friday. I was very busy on Friday for a number of different reasons, and I just never actually had time to get the live stream going. And then on Saturday, I weren't feeling too great. Obviously, as I said on a couple of videos earlier, I had quite a bad football injury earlier this week, so I've not been in the best shape physically. But yeah, I'm very excited to jump into this. I love doing these live streams. I love getting into these musical discussions. So this isn't a requested live stream show. This is pretty much a full-on kind of album live listen to this video that's literally just dropped over on Wizkid's channel. It is the Made in Lagos Deluxe edition. It's the short film version of that. So there's loads of different music videos kind of thrown into the same thing, I believe. I'm going to give this a little share over on my Twitter feed right now. But yeah, I hope everyone's days are going well, and give it a couple of minutes and we'll be jumping into this one. Again, as it's a sort of extended 10-minute thing, I thought this wouldn't work too well in the solo recording because I'd have to kind of snip it and chop it, but if it's a live stream, at least if it goes up, we can enjoy it and I can chop it all down afterwards. Makes a lot more sense to do it this way. But yeah, I hope everyone's mornings are going well, so let's have a look. We are going live over on CubCamTV right now, and this is going to be the watch party for this watch party. There we go. I'll do that. And we are in. Right then, let's get things rolling. Hope everyone's days are going well. Out to Greg joining us right about now. If you are locking in, please do make sure you are leaving a like on the video. And of course, please make sure you're getting into the chat as well. Let us know where you're locked in from. I love kind of looking at the kind of global group of friends we're able to put together through this channel. So yeah, if you are locked in, please get a comment in on the right-hand side. Get into the live stream conversation. Get involved. Let us know how your day is going more than anything else, where you're locked in from as well. But most importantly, please make sure you are leaving a like on the video. It makes such a massive difference to the live stream. The more people like it, the more people are able to see it, and the more general kind of conversation we're able to get into. So please make sure if you are locking in, you are hitting that like button as well. Just before we get into the actual breakdown itself, the Spotify playlist that we have been running for the last couple of weeks is live over on Spotify. Fresh Afrobeat flavor. Go and give it a follow. There's loads of new music on there, and I'm updating it every single week. But yeah, ready to go then. Should we jump right into this? I'm looking forward to getting into this. Out to everyone locking in. I'm very excited to jump into this. So Wiz basically has just finished off what I believe to be a bit of a world tour. He did the UK, he did Lagos a couple of days ago as well, and he's dropped this to go alongside that. So obviously he's recently been involved in the new release with Burner as well. It's a busy period for Wiz, man. He's very busy before Christmas. He was very busy before Christmas last year as well. Obviously Made in Lagos dropped over a year ago now, and it dropped just before the Christmas period. So yeah, I'm very excited to get into this. So yeah, let's jump right into it. Let's stop waffling, Cub. Come on, let's stop waffling. Let's get right into it. Right then, so there we go. We're ready to go. I have no idea what this includes. I very briefly clicked through it just to get a bit of a thumbnail going because we were doing it on a live stream. But yeah, without further ado, let's jump right into this one. So it's a short film about the Deluxe edition. What's good, Gio? How you doing?
Yourself.
Good to see you.
Free.
Merch coming soon, by the way.
What does it feel like or look like to live in the world full of colour?
It's so cinematic, man. Even with projects like this, like the budget must be absolutely through the roof. Like, to be able to get this much kind of this kind of level of quality on the thing is, 10 minutes of video footage costs a lot more than 3 minutes of video footage, for instance, for a music video. And this, I'm assuming, is including music video related stuff as well. So it's crazy.
Love happy people.
This is really cool, man. If
Magic.
you are locking in, make sure you're hitting the like button, people. Let's get involved. Let's get some liveliness going.
See the colours. The world nice.
So we're going to get to see... we're going to get Wiz on an acting sort of scenario. Really, really cool. Out to... Bemeran saying the tour is still ongoing, bro. January for Canada. Oh, really interesting. I didn't know that. I thought it had finished. Sick. That would be really cool, man. I know he's got a huge following in North America. It's crazy how much support he's been getting. I remember seeing videos of like block parties earlier this year of people just playing Essence on repeat and like massive block parties and in New York and stuff like that. So it's crazy. Yeah, this is looking cool, man. This is looking really, really cool. We know with Wiz at this point we're going to get a high quality visual product. They always look good.
Ah, man. Yeah.
I go now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love the way this looks, man.
Turn up your body, make you feel alright. Flying the kele, we go cool my mind.
Do you think, to an extent, that the deluxe edition of Made in Lagos was somewhat underrated because it was almost like a follow-on project? Like, I feel, to an extent, if he'd have released it as like a standalone EP, it might have actually caught a bit more. Well, it caught a lot of attention, obviously, but I feel like it might have been seen with a bit more kind of I don't know, oomph. Obviously, Made in Lagos is one of the biggest albums over the last 2 or 3 years in world music in general. There's no getting away from that. So I can understand why he's trying to kind of like push on with the Made in Lagos kind of approach. We know he's got another album on the way that may well be finished. But just a kind of thought process. What do you think in the chat? Let me know. Do you think it would have had more impact if it had been its own standalone project, the deluxe edition, rather than being a deluxe version of Made in Lagos? Out to Gio saying, I'm blessed, going to Nigeria in a couple of days. Going to be crazy. Sick. That will be very crazy, man. Good stuff.
I won't do anything I want tonight. Make we do anything we want tonight. Turn up your body, make you feel alright.
I love how this looks, man. The shot's crazy.
I won't do anything I want tonight.
Just the lighting and everything. And even like the car scene looks crazy. Just the use of colour, man. There's so many, like, every single building we're seeing is painted a different colour. Every car has different colour work going onto it as well. Everyone's kind of, what everyone's wearing is just rotating in colour the entire way through. There's so much life and energy on the visual side of what Wizkid does, man. It's crazy. That this is almost like a kind of roundup project for the project itself. It's crazy, though. It's sounding good. We know the tune is an absolute slap as well. Great way to intro it as well. But that's all we're getting. Okay.
Do you wonder
Like mini little snippets. I like it, though. I think there was 5 on the deluxe. We're 2 minutes in. That kind of makes sense.
what does it truly mean?
Nice. I've only just clocked what that said. That took me a second to kind of read. I'm slow today. I do apologise, my friends. But I've only just clocked what that is. Like the Made in Lagos Deluxe kind of entry point. And that's really cool. I'm assuming we're going to get kind of like a club theme video next. Works quite nicely. This is sounding great, man. I love the way it's been done. I love the way it's kind of being woven into this sort of like story of Wiz kind of driving around. Out to Frederick AIG saying, wow, you're doing a review. This is great. Thanks for joining us. Please do leave a like on the video if you haven't already. Let's get some likes. Pop in. The more likes we get on the video, the more people are actually able to see it and the more people we can get in for this live listen. It's great to have all of you with us. I've really enjoyed doing these live streams. I was upset that I couldn't do one on Friday, I've got to say.
To seek the light. What does that look like?
It's really cool. Even the voiceover stuff on this is really cool. Very atmospheric.
Can you align with the dream within your dream?
I'm also really hoping this video doesn't get taken down afterwards, because chopping this up into like clips of like 1 minute 30s of tunes is going to be really long to do, and you won't get the kind of vibe of the overall thing. So hopefully the video doesn't get blocked. The live streams don't tend to get blocked anymore, which is really cool.
The light chases after you.
We did do a full reaction to this, but let's just enjoy it as though it's new. Out to Starlex joining us as well. Out to all the locked in crew. Throw your likes on the video. Let's get involved. Yeah, just before we get into this, there is a full reaction and breakdown to the tune itself for this one on CubCamTV. If you want to check out a more extended kind of analytical breakdown of this tune, you can. There is also one for the Justin Bieber remix as well. I don't know whether we'll hear that in this, but yeah, again, it's I love the sort of transitions between the different songs as well, man. Out to Abbas Suleiman saying this is pure art, Big Wiz setting the standard again, without a shadow of a doubt, man. Even going back to the O2 tour, like that was art art still, but it was a different form of art, obviously. But the way it was kind of conducted live and the energy that was put behind it live, again, it's a similar kind of thing. The guy is an artist in every shape of the word.
Oh, I'm in a big mood. God, I feel you.
I like the little overlays as well.
I'm in a big mood.
It slaps even more after time, doesn't it? I suppose to an extent, actually, as well, it's almost a little bit of a shame that we're not going to get a full music video for any of these tunes. We would presume, anyway, if we now get a full music video for Mood or any of the other tunes off this extended project, it'll be quite it almost feels like we might be rinsing it a little bit too far. But again, the visuals on this look crazy. The lighting looks ridiculously good. Again, let me know in the chat as well, for everyone locked in right now, what was your favourite track off the Deluxe edition? Because mine is Mood, without a shadow of a doubt. I love Mood, of what it kind of is as a tune, the way it just slides into that Made in Lagos track listing so perfectly. But in the chat, if you are locked in right about now, let us know what your favourite track off the Deluxe edition was, because I'm really keen to hear, because everyone seems to have a different opinion on this. Baseline on this always gets me, man. Even that shot there, that shot is really, really cool. And again, we kind of saw him going into the club building, so this is meant to, I presume, have a kind of club setting, and we're definitely getting that with the kind of lighting on display, obviously different shadows on the screen and stuff like that. Visually, this looks fantastic, I've got to say. And yeah, I really like this central shot here. This looks really, really cool to me.
I'm in a big mood. Girl, I feel you. I know say I love cause passing money, but I still want you.
This slaps on the O2 show.
Girl, I want you. Not only you, if it cool my body, nobody but you. Yeah.
So we're getting a lot of people saying steady in the chat. Greg saying it as well. Opemipo, saying steady as well. Abbas Suleiman saying my favourite Deluxe edition is steady. Again, steady seems to be the most popular one. Going through these again. Ogbemeran, I think that's how you pronounce it. Jimmy Mark saying steady as well. Crazy. You know what? Steady seems to be the most popular one. Keep getting them in though if you are locked in. Let us know what your favourite track of this project was. This is mine. Mood is mine without a shadow of a doubt. Interesting. Starlex saying the best jams were Anno T into Steady and then Mood. Interesting. Where do people rate Mood? Do people think Mood's a banger? Like, do people put Mood in that sort of top tier list of Wizkid tunes? For me, it went straight into that sort of upper echelon of Wizkid tunes. Like, I don't know whether it's Buju's vocal on there, whether it's the additional kind of feature work, all the way it just slides into the Made in Lagos track listing as though it's supposed to be there. But for me, it definitely is a standout track from the project, without a shadow of a doubt.
Oh, I'm in a big mood. God, I feel you. Something wake up cool in my body. Tell me will do. I'm in a big mood. God, I feel you. Something wake up cool in my body. Tell me will do.
Again, this was sick live. Like on the O2 show, this one sounded so smooth. And again, I love the fact the video isn't like particularly over the top. The video pretty much blends into this kind of storytelling short film experience we're getting. I think the kind of concept to run a short film for essentially what is an EP, because the Deluxe drop is essentially an EP that kind of follows on from Made in Lagos, but is also part of it. Out to Frederick saying Mood and Steady can take you to places you can't imagine. 100% agree with you. Mood definitely does that for me. I remember when the project first dropped, I was very much, the first tune that I went for on radio was Mood. That was the tune I was playing each and every week. Out to Murphy Griff saying Mood and Essence are great, world-class hits. Those jams are world-class. Yes, they both are. I definitely think the Bieber remix of Essence is solid as well. Obviously, it doesn't have the same impact of the original, but I think it's a solid addition.
Get something sweet to put on my head, that's why. Now you the cool in my stress, so yeah. Make we go December.
It's so catchy, man. That's Buju all over, isn't it, really? It's that proper catchy hitmaker.
Baby girl, you know, when the money done the show, send a star boy.
So we're getting a lot more of this. I don't know if this, maybe they came up with the concept of doing this full project. Like the full extended short video around the Mood video, because this definitely feels like the longest one we've had so far. We're already 2.5 minutes into this, and we've had 2 or 3 scene changes as well. Suddenly we're outside, which looks quite cool. Again, that shot, the lighting in the background is absolutely ridiculous. That's the shot we used on the thumbnail as well. It's crazy. Again, people, if you are locking in, hit that like button. It makes a massive difference to more people being able to find the video. Out to everyone who is currently in the chat as well. Out to Murphy, out to Frederick, out to Starlex, out to Ogbemeran, I believe it's pronounced, out to Bas Soliman, out to Open Meepo, out to Greg joining us, out to Gio as well, out to each and every one of you joining us. It's been a great start to the day. I hope your Mondays are going well as well.
Big Wiz, Big Daddy enter the show. We know they mind person, no more, we just come, yeah, mind our own. But I'm like 20 standard, yo.
The baseline,
we know they mind person, we don't gonna keep us, baby girl, we go there, no solo.
The thing I always liked about this tune as well, the bass line is so simple. It's literally just 808s going like boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. It's so simple, and it's not even like a technical sound either. It's literally just a drum straight off an 808 drum kit that's been slightly lo-fied out and slightly filtered down. Like, it's a really, really cool tune, primarily because of the simplicity of it in a lot of different ways. I really like... Again, the sort of unison between Wiz and Buju over this. Both of them sound super, super comfy. Out to Gio saying Mood should have definitely been a video itself. Best song from the deluxe version, in my opinion. I'm with you on that one. With you on that one, my friend, without a shadow of a doubt.
Me and you, when you wake up, girl, you splashing on me. Yeah, look like sweat all on me. Like the design, you be dripping on me. Maybe that's why I don't feel it. Yeah.
Oh, I'm in a big mood. Call I feel you.
That's a really cool shot as well. I don't even understand what that's meant to mean. It's literally someone in a glass box with a yellow carpet dancing. I don't really know what it's supposed to mean. If there's some sort of subtle meaning to that, then please do let me know in the chat. But yeah, overall, this video has been very good. It's been very kind of subtle as well. It's not been too over the top. The only thing that I'm a little bit confused about is why Wizkid is suddenly out in the countryside when the rest of the video is shot in this very sort of club-like setting. But yeah, I mean, there's a story going on here. Obviously, there is a story behind the deluxe edition, and this video is kind of running through it. I'm quite interested to see where we go next, because we have had 3 minutes of this tune on video, and the tune is 3.5 minutes long, so we're going to get a full video for this one within this drop, which is crazy.
Cool in my body, tell me we'll do. I'm in a big mood. Girl, I feel you.
So catchy.
Cool in my body, tell me we'll do. Make we go December.
There was definitely a moment as well on the O2 show where you heard that, you know, the intro to this tune where it just goes bloom, 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 and you hear that, and it has that instant kind of one drop factor. You know, when sort of like there's dancehall tunes and you hear almost like a I don't know, like a kind of like a horn riff or something like that, or there's big sort of UK tunes, or for instance Burna Boy's Anybody. When you hear that and you just want to hear that, and you hear the dun 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 dun, you hear that and you get this instantaneous rush of energy and this kind of explosive excitement out of nowhere. You get that at the start of this tune, that little intro, you hear it, and it's the same with No Stress, it's the same with Ginger, it's the same with all of my favourite tracks off this project, off the original project at least. Out to Abbas saying, I must confess the standard is clear. I just think overall, man, this one has the most star power about it. I think that's it. It has the most kind of accessibility. It definitely has the most star power. Ugh, for God's sake.
My stress, so yeah, make we go December. But some liquor, they do me jet. Get some things with the put on my head.
Like, everyone has walked around their house singing this one at some point since it landed. Let's be real. That shadow of a doubt. Out to Olakunle joining us as well. Fire emojis. Let's get some fire emojis in the chat, people, if you are enjoying the stream. I am.
It holds you. It wraps you around its fingertips.
Yeah, I've put mine in the chat because I'm enjoying myself.
It's your spirit free.
You see, even this sort of atmospheric stuff is... I think there's so much to be kind of said for adding this into music videos. I would love it if everyone released an EP with like a short film to go with it. If you haven't already, do go and check out the Swindle project for the New World. Again, I had the absolute pleasure of talking to Swindle about it, but it's a very similar sort of subject to this. They just kind of do little mini music videos for each of the tunes on the project, and it was all done in one day on a writer's camp. I didn't do a review for that video itself, but I did do an interview with Swindle on the channel, so go and check that out. If this is the sort of thing you're interested in, do go and check it out. Out to everyone in the chat right about now. Out to Abbas with the fire emojis. Out to Opemipo. I keep saying the name wrong. I'm sorry. Apologies, man. Out to Gio. Out to Ayadeji. Out to Chidubem Promise. Saying just magnificent. Out to Ogbemaran as well. Out to Opemipo saying I was expecting a True Love video. I think a lot of people were by the way the video was being advertised, but I think this is probably a better thing to focus in on, because the full project's been out for a while now. I don't think we need anything more from that original project. It's kind of done its run. The tour's named that, the extended project's named that. I definitely want to see more of a focus on the extended and what's next for Wiz. You can definitely get into a situation when a project is so good that you almost kind of end up living off it inevitably, and we know Wiz isn't going to do that. We know he's going to keep popping up on tunes. Obviously, he's on the new tune with Burner. He was on the tune earlier this year with Low J and SARS, Love and Attention, which is actually one of my favourite tunes of the year. Obviously, he's on the Jules album as well, so we know he is working on other things, but I would definitely like to see a move forward after this, rather than kind of going backwards. To Frederick in the chat as well. Fire emojis all over the gaff.
Free enough.
Something to feel alright.
The drums on this one are special as well. A crunch on them. There we go. This is the one we've all been waiting for in the chat by the looks of things. Most people do have Steady as their favourite tune off this project, so there we go. Just before we get into this one though, people, please do make sure you are throwing a like on the video, and if you are new to the channel and you're joining us for the first time, please make sure you are getting involved with the channel by hitting that subscribe button on the right hand side of the page, turning notifications on, leaving a like, leaving a comment, all of that good stuff, getting involved in the channel in general. We're trying to hit 17k now by the end of the year. We can definitely do that if you guys get involved, so please do make sure you are getting involved and tell people about the channel. Share it on your pages. Let's get involved. Out to Samuel Tom saying the thing Wizzy doesn't like is when you predict him, which is very, very true. And I think he's kind of known that. I didn't really know that we were going to get this today. I think he probably knew he was throwing a curveball out there. Out to Opemepo saying this one is special. Let's go. Let's get into it, people. I'm looking forward to this.
I want time with you, girl. You're moving it slow, you know. You're moving it slow.
It's the little flutters in the background as well.
I can never ever lie, girl. You look like my type of wine. You don't wanna cry, Oh, today you never need to worry. All I need from my baby.
The video for this, again, it's very, very subtle. Like, it's not too over the top, and it's something I've actually noticed with a lot of the Wizkid videos around this project. They are very kind of subtle. They're very simple. They're all based around well shot kind of angles. Again, really nice lighting, quite natural settings a lot of the time as well. And again, a really cool use of color. Obviously, wearing the orange in this quite sort of white and green setting looks really, really clean. And there's so many things about it that are just very, very simple more than anything else. Out to Abbas saying, would love to see Big Wiz do a video for Blessed. I'd have liked to see a video for Blessed as well, but I definitely would want to see Damien in the video at the same time. Like, I don't think you can do that tune without having Damien in the video, which is sometimes a bit of a where things fall a little bit flat. Obviously, they're based in different countries, I believe. But yeah, we'll see. Mate, that'll be quite a cool one to see. I definitely agree.
Something steady, good shit, 5-star lady, body physically sexy, something steady, smooth like a 5-star lady, that's my baby, the girl amaze me,
Again, the instrumentation on this is absolutely crazy because it's so simple. You've got 2 or 3 very sort of clean, simple sounding percussive drums working their magic throughout the middle of this. Apart from that, you've got these kind of little, I suppose, atmospheric style flutters kind of arpeggiating up and down, literally just kind of going like in the background. And then I can't believe I've just done that on the live stream, but just kind of fluttering away, you know what I mean. And then on top of that, you've got this very kind of subtle bass line below. Most of this is made up by Wiz's harmonies. Like, most of the actual melodic direction is given by Wiz's vocal and the harmonies around it. So it's always cool to see. Also, that background is crazy. I've only just clocked it's different slices of denim. That's really cool. That's a really, again, it's use of color, man. You've got this really kind of cool kind of blue scale behind him, and he's wearing like the white shirt as well. The use of color and contrast in this in particular video has looked really, really cool so far.
You give me something to feel alright.
Again, it's just so clean.
Remember the time firelight, shining. Remember, you give me something to feel alright.
Nobody ever hold me down like this. You won't start something, oh. You count on me for...
You know, I'm listening through. I can understand why people have this as their favourite track of the project. Definitely. I can 100% see why. I can 100% understand the direction of it as well. I can 100% understand why people naturally gravitate towards this tune. But I don't think it has the star power that Mood has. Whether it's just because it's Wiz on his own, but I don't know. I would definitely probably gravitate more towards Mood. Personally, bit more catchy for me. The production on this is probably just as good though. Out to Ayodeji saying the steady part of the video is so visually pleasing. Shout out the video director, the vid, and the color is too clean. Yeah, 100% agree. Again, it's the contrast more than anything else I'm finding. The kind of use of certain colors in certain scenarios with certain backgrounds. Everything is so kind of bright and, as you say, visually pleasing. Like from a synesthetic point of view, the way the audio is combining with that bright sense of color kind of summarizes what a lot of Made in Lagos is about on a sonic level at least.
I've never ever seen this one. Whoa, whoa. This one I want chance. He be substance. I be your mentor. You give me tension, daddy. Feel to lose my head. I don't feel lose you, baby. All I need from my baby.
Again, that's a really cool shot.
Something steady. Good shit, 5-star.
It's a really, really cool shot. I hope we cut back to it.
Body physically sexy.
But again, the way that's kind of contrasting, you've got the white shirts going on there, you've got this kind of complex kind of pattern of blue behind, then you've got the green behind that, and then you've got white above. Just on a compositional level, like if you were taking like photos and kind of putting them into sort of like an art museum or something like that, or just examining photos from quite like an artistic perspective, that's so well done. Like it's so clean in the way it's been pushed forward. Really, really liking this, man. I'm loving the approach more than anything else. I'm loving the attention to detail in a lot of the videography behind this. Out to everyone locked in as well. Thank you all for joining us. I hope you are enjoying this. We are moving towards the end of this now, which is a shame because I've been very much enjoying this. Can't believe I'm going for nearly half an hour already. That's crazy. But if you are locked in and you haven't already, please do throw a like on the video. I can see how many of you are locked in, how many of you have locked in, and how many likes there are on the video. So please throw a like on the video if you haven't already. I would appreciate it greatly, and it means more people will be able to enjoy the video if you think this is something they would enjoy. So let's go.
Something steady, smooth like a 5-star lady. That's my baby.
What's that?
The girl amaze me.
Remember, you give me something to feel alright.
Wow, I mean, even that, the shot there is, I mean, I'm not a video director. I'm not really a camera person either. I've got quite a nice camera that I use for YouTube, and I've got a DSLR I use for when I'm at work. I can't really take pictures. I'm not very good at videography. But when you see stuff like that, that to me just looks so visually pleasing, you know? Like just on a kind of from a complete amateur perspective, the way that you've got the sands like slowly changing color, then it hits back there, and he's kind of wearing the color of the shadow. Just everything about that shot and the way the color composition has been put together, like it's very artistic, man. And I think there is definitely a level of attention to detail that has gone into making this project look as good as it has done. It's crazy. Even that, like, that's a wicked shot. Out to Ola Kunle saying, I love it. It's fabulous, man.
You freaky, you got them freaky. Oh baby, why you gotta take so long? Yeah.
Even that, like, what? Like, I don't really understand what the shot is. It looks like someone's in a bathtub with a big neon light going around it, but again, it just looks wicked. The composition of it, the fact it's slightly off-center, the fact that Wiz is in the middle of that from a distance, like, there's so many little things that have gone into making this what it is, and you have to appreciate, like, the creativity behind it more than anything else. It has been awesome. I've really enjoyed this so far.
Smoking and I see nothing make me weak. I need you every day of the week. You're so fine, you wine so unique. Hold my body tight and squeeze. All I need from my baby, something steady.
Thinking about it, actually,
She a 5-star lady.
I don't really remember how the performance of this was at the O2. I'm assuming everyone here has seen the full O2 performance if we're watching this. I know I would be. I'd be watching someone do this if I wasn't doing it myself. But like, what was the performance of Steady like at the O2? I don't actually remember what it was like. Obviously, the big moment was stolen by Burner coming out and obviously doing Anybody, and obviously Ginger at the same time and announcing the new single, which did go on to slap. But what if there's anyone in the chat that can remember what the performance of this one was like live, please do let me know, because I can't quite remember whether this banged or not, or whether it was slightly out or a bit disappointing. Most of the show wasn't disappointing, but I remember there were a couple of bits where I was a bit like, I wish that had hit a bit more. Was it solid? Out to Mohammed Kora saying, you are the best, bro, keep it up. Thank you for the kind words. Thank you for joining us as well. It's great to have so many of you joining us today. I've got to say, this is the most people we've had locked in simultaneously to one of these live streams. We're slowly building up the live stream side of the channel. But yeah, let's just finish this off.
Body physically sexy, something steady, smooth like a 5-star lady. That's my baby.
Those little flutters though still get me every time. Woo. And also, the subtlety that's being woven in throughout those throughout the horns on this as well definitely give the whole thing an extra sense of kind of depth and finesse. The reverberation that's been used on them is very subtle. Like, you can't really hear the reverb as much. It just sounds like the instrument's tailing off. It's really difficult to do that in an instrumental that's as crowded as this. So on a production level, very, very good stuff. But yeah, we'll let this video finish off, and then we'll give a bit of a final review, and we'll finish up there. Again, if you haven't already, please make sure that you are liking the video if you haven't already. Gio saying the performance was good, but it was a bit short, but the reaction from the audience couldn't be compared to the other songs. Okay, that makes sense. And again, there were so many moments from that show, like obviously Skepta coming out, Burner coming out as well. So many people coming out for that show. That it almost felt like there was a bit, to an extent, almost too much to kind of take in. Not in a bad way. There was just so much to kind of take in. Again, I'm so upset that I never actually got to have my ticket. I had a ticket. I lost the ticket. I didn't realise I had the ticket. There's a whole video on the channel about it. Go and watch that. But yeah. It's stunning though, musically. There you are. Directed by Kukua Eshun. Eshun. I'm literally going to go onto my Insta right now and follow, because given what I'm seeing here, there is going to be some more very good work on there. Kukua. It's definitely a good problem to have. Yeah, Gio, without a shadow of a doubt, it's definitely a good problem to have. Too many hits is always a good problem to have. It's the same in football, man. When you've got too many good players in a squad, people are always like, oh, I don't know how it's going to keep everyone happy. You don't have to keep everyone happy. If you've got too many bangers to fit into a show, that's crazy, yeah. Go and follow Kukua on Insta if you haven't already. It's KUUKSSS is the tag. I've just found it. It looks like there's some really cool stuff on there as well, so do go and follow. Yeah, really, really cool. Very, very cool indeed. But yeah, we are going to finish this one off now. Let's see what happens. Is there anything else to kind of jump into towards the end? No, there isn't. There we go. That was very, very fun, my friends. Thank you for joining us. So, just to kind of round off, we're going to do a little bit of a Q&A in the chat. Obviously, rounding off this live stream, it's been very, very fun to do. If you would like to see me do more of these kind of live streams focused on albums in particular and sort of projects in particular rather than the Friday requested series, please do let me know. Out to Janet B saying, work of art, the vids. Oh my god. Yeah, no, it's genuinely very visually enjoyable to watch that, I've got to say. I really enjoyed the entire layup. I enjoyed the entire approach to it, the direction in general, the use of colour as well, and the way the whole thing kind of transitions is quite cool also. Out to Manuel Masache Show saying, cool guy. I believe you're talking about Wiz. He is a very cool guy, without a shadow of a doubt. But yeah, I've got a question I want to ask everyone on here. So, given that we've now had the extended version of Made in Lagos, we've had, obviously, the original drop. We've had the follow-on drop as well, which is the Deluxe Edition. Out of every track that is now included on the full-length Deluxe Edition, what is your favourite tune on the album? And I want to see as many people in the chat getting involved in this as possible. What is your favourite track off of the entirety of Made in Lagos? So everything that's been released under the Made in Lagos bracket, whether it be the original or the deluxe version, including the Bieber remix, whatever, what is your favourite track off the entire project? I'm really keen to know this. Again, I'm a big fan of the entire project as a whole. For me, it was a phenomenal body of work. Again, for me, the most important body of work that Wiz has put together. One of the most important bodies of work in world music in general across the last couple of years. Out to Ayodeji saying, shout out to you, man. Your breakdown is usually on point. Thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you for saying the kind words more than anything else. It's great to have so many of you in the stream. My tash is itching like crazy today. I don't know why. But yeah, please let me know. I'm not gonna actually finish this off until we get a bit of a conversation going about this. So every single person who is currently locked into the chat, please let me know what your favourite track is across the entirety of Made in Lagos, whether it be the original or the extended. Out to Janet B saying, it's hard to pick, because it depends on mood. Oh, that's my fave. Then Steady is my fave now after seeing this vid. Okay, very interesting. Very interesting. Out to Opemipo saying True Love and Reckless. You know what? Reckless is up there. Reckless is top 5 for me, without a shadow of a doubt. And also True Love. True Love's great. True Love is great, man. It's a very, very cool tune. Out to Mohammed Kora saying, first of its kind, mine is a Noti. Okay, interesting. That's a very interesting one to have across all of them put together, considering there are so many tracks across the entire thing. Gio saying, No Stress is still my best song. And you know what? It's still my favourite song. It goes No Stress, then Ginger, then Mood. They're my three favourite across the entire, probably Reckless fourth. Out to Denilson saying, nice one. Well, nice one for joining us, my friend. Out to Starlex, the question is hard to answer, bro. It depends on a particular day. So let's go today. Let's go today. How are you feeling, Starlex? How are you feeling today if you were to pick one today? What would yours be? Out to Olakule saying Essence. Essence is probably the one that most people would say. Obviously, it has been a huge global phenomenon, Essence. I think it got listed by, was it GQ Mag or Rolling Stone Mag as the track of the year? Crazy. Out to Andy saying, I'm sure you can't pick a favourite yourself. I definitely can. No Stress, without a shadow of a doubt. No Stress is definitely my favourite across this and the extended. That was the... but yeah, I definitely think that is my favourite without a shadow of a doubt. Longevity as well. For me, that was a tune that definitely opened the door to really kind of properly appreciating Wizkid as well. Because I remember hearing that and being absolutely mind blown. Out to Olatunji saying Wiz is more than an artist, he's a brand. Made in Lagos Deluxe video #short film is art. Big up the legendary artist and big up the GOAT, Big Wiz. Without a shadow of a doubt, big up Wizkid, man. He keeps giving us moments, he keeps giving us stuff. More than anything, I'm buzzing for next year because we know there's going to be a new project on the way. Out to Denilson Danny saying, you gave me a PS sentence, I added you up, I haven't heard in you. Haven't heard from you since. My favourite is Damien Marley and Wiz. I haven't actually been on FIFA. That's why. I remember I gave you my PSN to play FIFA, and I haven't actually been online on FIFA. I've been playing Fortnite again. That's what I've been running the last few weeks. Out to Starlex saying sweet one. Out to Ayadeji saying number 1, True Love. Number 2, sweet one. Number 3, Steady. Number 4, Reckless. It actually feels it's actually really difficult. I swear it changes every week. And again, that is the sign of a fantastic album. The more we go through this chat and the more we look at different people's opinions on tunes, the more we kind of go, the more we kind of look at it and go, well, what one actually is it? Because I've just seen there, Gyrate and Grace are both on there as well. It's such a ridiculous body of work. This is the point I'm trying to get to. Why Made in Lagos is why Made in Lagos is such an important body of work, because there are so many bangers on there. Like, you break down all the different elements involved, you break down all of the different individual tracks, all the videos that have come off the back of it, all of the kind of cultural shifts that have come off the back of it as well, all the kind of, I suppose, kind of quotes and memes that have come off the back of it as well. This is why I wanted to ask this question, just to show, to an extent, how wide the sort of sense is. Out to Open Meepo saying, I love Gyrate and Grace, underrated tracks. Definitely, Gyrate is very underrated. If you play that in a dance, people go absolutely crazy, which is great to see. But yeah, there we go. Out to everyone sending in their answers for that one. That was really fun to do. I always like to kind of get a little break-off bit that we can clip up afterwards as well. Try and make the most out of these live streams. But there we go. So a couple of channel updates for you lucky people locked in right now. It's great to see so many of you locked in, and I want to keep you for as long as I possibly can. So we are now very much on the road to 17,000. We hit 16k 6 days ago. We're approaching 16.5 already. It's been crazy, the growth over the last week especially. So thank you to each and every one of you who has been getting involved, especially since we've been posting a lot more regularly. Apologies for not posting as much over the weekend. It's been a very busy weekend for myself, and obviously I picked up a very annoying football injury earlier in the week, which has basically meant I've not been able to walk, so I've been moving around really, really slowly. It's been horrible, proper rolled my ankle, and it's been long, very, very long. But yeah, a general update for the channel. There won't be a live stream this Friday. Obviously, as it is Christmas Eve, I've got a fair few things to do. The only way there will be a live stream is if I do it earlier on in the day. Now, there is a reason for this. The main reason is because, obviously, at 12 p.m, we will be seeing the launch of the Fireboy DML and Ed Sheeran remix of Peru. That's dropping at 12 p.m. UK time on Christmas Eve. So I'm going to make sure I'm awake, up, and ready to do the live reaction to that one. And then following that, I'm going to be doing some exclusive filming stuff. We're going to be doing a bit of a track of the year, sort of end of year ceremony with a couple of other YouTubers who review Afrobeat music in general and sort of global sort of stuff. And yeah, it's going to be very enjoyable. You'll recognise both of them if you do look at reactions for Afrobeat music on YouTube. They're two of the more popular ones, and I was very kindly invited on, so we're going to be recording that on Friday, and that video will be dropping sometime next week. But yeah, out to all the people leaving comments. I'm missing some of these. But there might be a live stream on Friday, but if there is, it'll be a bit earlier on. It'll be around sort of 2, 3-ish, more rather than sort of 7, 8 o'clock in the evening. Out to Andy saying banger is mood, sex is no stress. Out to saying thankful is blessed, and global phenomenon is essence. That's a very good way of putting it, I've got to say. Piece of Me is usually underrated though, and Smile, they are really lit. They're both lit, man. Again, Smile is such a huge tune. Hearing Wizkid do a more sort of typical reggae sounding tune is crazy as well. Out to Andy saying, tell me a little bit about your logo, the Cub. Is there a meaning behind it? Okay, well, I haven't told this story in here. So, when I was producing a lot more regularly, as I've got you here, I may as well tell you this story. I can clip this up as well. But yeah, when I was when I was a young boy, when I was younger, I used to go by a lot of different names. So I used to DJ and produce under the alias Mr. Sleeps many years ago, which was my dubstep alias. I used to make dubstep and grime under that alias. I used to play out a lot in Brighton, which is where I'm from in the UK. I used to DJ a lot under that name as well, and I was really young. I was like 15, 16, and I was getting into all the sort of main clubs for being like support for different artists and stuff like that. And then obviously I took a couple of years out, took a big focus more on the sort of battle rap side of kind of UK rap culture, which was really cool to do. Did a fair few clashes myself, ended up becoming the DJ for those clashes, and I did a lot of the on-beat ones, a lot of the on-beat title matches for Don't Flop especially. I'm actually the DJ for, which is quite fun. But then off the back of that, just before I stopped producing back in the day, I kind of came up with the concept of KXVU. So KXVU is my actual stage name. My full stage name is CubCamTV, but my stage name is KXVU, and that's spelled KXVU. Now, obviously, if you've seen Lion King 2, which I'm assuming most people will have, the sort of lead male character in Lion King 2 is called KXVU, and I always really liked Lion King 2. I prefer it to Lion King 1. And if you actually look at the Cub logo, that is the face of KXVU. And obviously, that's what I go by. KXVU means KXVU. Obviously, I didn't want to get any copyright issues or anything like that from Disney, so that's why I called it KXVU. And then I was basically trying to come up with a Twitter alias that no one else would have come up with. So I thought, you know how you can kind of get like, I don't know, lords or earls or kings or stuff like that. You can kind of put that before the first name. So I wanted to call myself Cub. So I became CubCamTV, and then since then, a lot of people have started calling me Cub, and that's where the name Cub comes from. But yeah, my full name is actually, my actual stage name is KXVU. If you book me for an event, it'll be KXVU on the poster, not Cub. But yeah, that's the actual reason behind where that name comes from. Out to Andy for asking. And since then, obviously, we've kind of dived into the kind of what we can do with that Cub logo. Obviously, we've got this new little canvas behind us up here, which is quite cool. Doing a little bit of additional kind of branding on it as well, which I very much enjoy. Which is, we've got the little mug there now. I literally got it the same day as that. It cost me £2. But it's quite fun to have for the live streams. But yeah, in general, we've tried to do a lot of different things. Obviously, I've done like I did the first album I ever released was called Cub in the Caribbean, which was basically based around sort of pirate music, based on the Pirates of the Caribbean films. I wrote an entire album of sort of grime, but based around those sort of kind of pirate-like strings and musical themes, which was good fun. I've done loads of different kind of versions of the Cub alias over the years as well, and it's been really, really fun to do, and it's just quite a fun thing to play with. Obviously, there's a lot of branding you can kind of put around it. Like the Cub face looks quite cool. Like you can see behind me up there, the full logo, like the original kind of typeface logo. It's really cool. It's a really cool design. Again, out to man like Callum Bailey for sorting that one out for me, and then out to man like Mofo for actually bringing me that design. And I'm actually wearing it on here as well, which you should be able to see, hopefully, if I'm not too drifted away. But I have got it on here as well. But yeah. That's the story behind that one. Out to everyone enjoying the conversation so far. It's been really, really fun to talk to so many of you, to be honest with you. Out to everyone who's been locked in today. Out to Joseph Agbede saying Wizzy Starboy, Wiz Lion, Big Wiz. It's all about Wizkid right about now, people. I'm going to stop waffling on about myself, and we are going to call this one to a close. Guys, it has been an absolute pleasure to do this with you. This is the most views we've ever had on a live stream, and that is pretty much entirely down to Wiz being the kind of major figure that he is. But it's been great to have so many of you with us. I've honestly really appreciated this one. Out to Frederick saying you break down songs with such simplicity that it makes it enjoyable and better to understand the concept behind the artist idea. I mean, that's what I try to do more than anything else. Again, as I said, I've got my background is so kind of based in, I suppose, music production and label, like record label running. Because I run a label myself. I've worked at a couple different labels in my time. So I've got quite a solid idea of kind of how to break down music, how to kind of assess what's going on and why things are doing things in a certain way. But yeah, it's such a pleasure to be able to break down, especially more music with a global sense. Like when we started doing these reactions, it was a lot more focused on sort of UK-centric stuff, and then we've kind of stumbled into this more sort of global world, which I've really enjoyed doing. And yeah, it's great that you guys enjoy the reactions more than anything else. Like I get told I talk a fair bit, which is fair enough. I'm always trying to avoid the copyright demons more than anything else, but I just enjoy talking about music more than anything else, man. Like that's my favorite thing to do on a day-to-day basis. It's what I do on the Breakfast Show as well. If you've never listened to the Breakfast Show, it is available 7 till 10 Monday to Friday over on Trickstar Radio. You can download the app and listen in live. I'm live from 7 till 10 Monday to Friday UK time. Although I am off next week. I'm taking a week off for Christmas. I haven't taken a week off this year, so I'm definitely going to be doing that. Out to IK Fuego saying, are you taking requests, CubCam? Not today, but I will be probably, the more I think about it, doing a live stream on Friday at around 3 o'clock-ish. And that'll give me time to be ready for the live stream in the evening. And I am going out for drinks in the evening as well on Christmas Eve, which is a bit of a tradition. But there we go. Let's call this to a close then, guys. It's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you to each and every one of you who has been in the chat today. If you have been in the chat and you have enjoyed enjoyed this this conversation and you've enjoyed this live stream in general, can we all put fire emojis in the chat? Because look, it just looks cool, okay? It genuinely does look cool when you've got loads of people doing fire emojis. I'm going to throw mine in there right now, and that'll come for a couple of seconds before before you actually see me say it. Everyone throw some fire emojis in the chat and we will finish off there, guys. It's been absolutely great. I'm going to run through everyone's names who has been involved. My voice is even going. I've been talking so much on this one. Out to Greg, Peter, out to Gio, out to Ogbemarun, out to Frederick, out to Starlex, out to Abbas Suleiman, out to Pamipo, out to everyone joining us today. There's so many of you. Out to Murphy, out to Olakunle, out to Gio each and every time, out to Ayodeji, out to Chidubem promised. There we go. Out to Opamio, out to Samuel Tom, out to everyone joining us, out to Mohammed Kora, it's great to have you in here, out to Janet B, out to Manuel Mustacho, out to all of you, it's crazy, there's so many of you, out to Danielson as well. It's been so much fun having you, it's been so much fun having so many of you in this chat today. Out to Murphy Griff saying, I'm blowing weed right now, listening to Wizkid, Holla at Your Boy and The Baddest Boy. This song are dope and world class entirely. Out to IK Fuego with the thumbs up emoji. We are going to call time there, guys. It's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you for spending your afternoon, evening, morning, wherever you're listening in from with us. And if you are looking in after joining us on this as well, please do make sure you are hitting that subscribe button on the right hand side of the page. Of course, turning notifications on as well, leaving a like, leaving a comment, all that good stuff. Don't forget that if you are following this on as well, that you can get your requests in via the comment section down below. Leave your requests in the comments and I'll have a look at those before we go live on Friday. And of course, please do remember that you can also check out the what am I saying? You can check out the playlist, obviously, the new Spotify playlist, Fresh Afrobeat Flavor, that's available over on Spotify. Go and follow it up. We're adding new music to it each and every week. That's it from me, though. Enjoy the rest of your day, and we shall catch you all next time. Peace.
Sounding so good right now. But it's sounding a bright and town.
Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel right now, CubCamTV. Stay locked.